All right, folks, let me make this pretty clear. I am pretty convinced, based on all the pieces we've been putting together, that all of these unidentified flying objects that they've been shooting down are related to Chinese assets that are in the air or some asset from another country where they are utilizing technology to take advantage of monitoring or looking down upon U.S. citizens and military assets in the United States of America. But with that said, there has been a whole lot of talk about UFOs and aliens and all that other nonsense. And it is kind of interesting because I've got a bit of a theory on this one, and I think it's probably pretty reasonably based. Now, with that, let me go over an article that I just read entitled, Defense Department Officials Are Saying Aliens Not Ruled Out as Source Behind Flying Objects Shot Down Over U.S. Yes, folks, that's a legit news article. And by the way, if any mainstream media source ever reported something like this in the past, they would be the laughing stock of everybody who does any kind of news reporting. Of course, they're all the laughing stock together because they're all liars, but it is very interesting how the propagandist arm of the Democratic Party continues to lie about all kinds of things, including all of this UFO stuff. Now, what is interesting, and this actually comes from a pretty conservative news source, this is actually saying Department of Defense officials declined to rule out the possibility that objects recently shot down over the United States could have extraterrestrial origins. I haven't ruled anything out, General Glenn Van Herk said in an off-camera briefing after an F-16 fighter shot down an unidentified flying object over Lake Huron on Sunday, the third such object shot down in many days. By the way, I think we're up to 4 now, either 4 or 5 that have been shot down, which is pretty interesting, right? And this article, as you go on to read it, says all kinds of very interesting things. And of course, one of the things that one of these officials responded to was the issue of aliens and that kind of thing going on. And this is a quote. This quote says, "I'll let the intel community and the counterintelligence community figure that out. At this point, we continue to assess every threat or potential threats unknown that approaches North America with an attempt to identify it." By the way, this was in response to a question that one of the reporters asked, actually asking, have you ruled out aliens or extraterrestrials? Folks, this is no joke. I am serious. These people are beginning to allow individuals to think that there are aliens that they are contending with. And I would not be surprised if this is the mechanism they deploy to explain why Christians end up getting raptured off the face of the earth. Folks, things are changing. They're changing rapidly, and it is unbelievable. But don't be deceived by what they're telling you, okay? God created the planet Earth. He created human beings. There are no records that God has placed of any aliens, for lack of a better term. And we know that demons are extraordinarily deceptive, and they will make people think all kinds of things that are not true, that are extra biblical, that we might take our eyes off the Lord. So pay attention to what's going on, folks, because things are fixing to change, and they're fixing to change quickly. Time to look up. We know that Christ could come for the church at any moment. God bless you guys.